The island's public school system could save $156.1 million over the next 5 years if it complies with all 136 recommendations made by Evergreen Solutions. GPSS hired the company last year to conduct a management and curriculum audit of the school system. While the 399-page audit pointed out recommendations such as job cuts, maintenance overhauls, and rebidding custodial services, it also pointed out the weak areas in the Education Policy Board, specifically the 109 outdated board policies.
Are those policies that are outdated, are they currently still relevant? And if they are, then they're not outdated. If they're relevant and they're still stand on its own issues, then they're still current.
Last week, when the draft was given to the school board, GEPB Chairman Joe St. Augustine told PNC News that the board disagrees with many of the recommendations, but today St. Augustine says they are willing to address all of the issues depending on what funds are available. As for the job cuts, the report calls for the elimination of at least 18 assistant principal positions, dropping the public information officer position, and removing 600 school aide positions, half of which are already filled. Additionally, increased security in the schools and outsourcing maintenance operations to maintain the poor conditions of the facilities, which most are more than 40 years old. GPSS Superintendent Dr. Narissa Britannia Schaefer says while she agrees with the audit, she also notices some problematic areas.
It would mean that we're going to have to take a look at the certain positions and the possibility of reduction of workforce.
Schaefer adds that the final decision on the recommendations would all have to be approved by the stakeholders. Meanwhile, Committee Chair on Education, Speaker Judy Wanpat, says while $250,000 was spent to conduct the audit, she plans to introduce legislation to ensure that the recommendations are implemented.
They're great things, great recommendations that I've been saying, but it's gone to deaf ears because, we always do that. We have a tendency to do that when any one of us would speak about something like this that needs to be done, and sometimes then we want somebody else to hear it. We knew about it. We appropriated the monies to have it. We have this, and I really think we very seriously need to look at this.
The final audit results will be released on April 13th during a GEPB special meeting. Nick Delgado, PNC News.